round bend task in Unterfeld, Austria. Hello there everybody and welcome to another special episode of SnowRunner here at Unterfeld Gaming. I am the Unterfeld. Today we are going to deliver a Royal BM17 to the farm. Now what happened is that we were coming over to Unterfeld and we got a call from dispatch saying that there was a truck and trailer capsized on the road. So maybe if we have the opportunity and time, we can go over there and see and check it out to see if we could help them out and maybe fix them up. Oh, there they are now. Okay. Well, you know, I think we can do something with that. We got our high saddle on and we've got the big crane, and we can certainly figure out a way that we can get them back up on their wheels. Now we do know that we got to take the truck to the farm, and I believe the trailer's got to go somewhere else. But anyhow, the farm is in a northern direction, so what I thought we'd do is just drag the truck around. Now of course you wouldn't do this in real life, you'd pull it onto its wheels first, but I just wanted it pointing in the right direction, and north is the direction that we got to go into. So I figured I'd pull him around and then put him on his wheels. That was the strategy, the plan. That was the plan for the. Let's get him a little bit away from that trailer. And just go a little bit further. And that looks about right. Now what I initially planned to do was tow the Royal behind the big trailer and pull the trailer down and take both of them at the same time, basically. However, that the overturned trailer has a need for a low saddle, and the Avenhorn only has a high saddle. So we've had to contend with just delivering the Royal, which is okay. Now we got to get it back up on its wheels, and we normally just pull it with a winch. But then you got to position your truck, and seeing as how we had the crane, we figured, well, we'll try the crane. Now you got, I figured I'd pull it out. Now you got to lift it to get that top anchor, just like that. Hook onto it, and now you can drop your crane because you don't want to have it too high, and slowly pull it towards you, just like that. Yeah, he rolled away a little bit on this, but that's okay. And now that the truck is on its wheels, now all we have to do, we might as well do the trailer at the same time because he's still kind of laying across the road. Now, you can get by, and it's not a really big issue, but if you had to come through here with, say, a construction rig semi-trailer or one of those big fuel trailers, you might not make the turn. You know, there might not be enough room. So, just to be on the safe side, let's take it and pull it around and drag it into the right direction, facing the right direction as well, and put it up on its wheels on the side of the road so it's out of the way. That way, if you can't get to it right away and deliver it, you can always do it later. When you start a task, and this one's got two parts in it, two stages, you don't have to do both stages right away if you got other things on the go at the same time. Just remember, keep that in mind. Anyhow, we're gonna back it up beside the trailer here. I believe it's a water trailer, to tell you the truth. Anyhow, we're gonna try and do the same thing. We're gonna use the crane and grab it on the one side and see if we can pull it over. Now, it'll only hook onto that bottom anchor, which is the wrong one. So you're gonna have to lift your crane up a little bit higher, just like that, and there, now grabs it, and then you hook onto it, and then you can lower your crane again, just like that. Now I decided to just pull it over, and the front end of the trailer was up against the truck, just like that, and it seemed to work out okay. So now we can restore the crane, and the trailer's okay where it is, it's out of the way. And now we're just going to hook onto the front of the Royal BM and be on our way. And then later on, when we have the opportunity, if we have the opportunity right away, then we'll do it right away. We will come back and get that trailer and deliver it. Now, normally when you tow somebody, you've got to leave a little bit of room in between you and the other truck. But we're going to be doing some cross-country towing, and we're going to be going up and down and up and down. And when you do that, you got to go slow anyhow. And I always prefer to have the truck close behind me so it doesn't keep smashing into the back of the truck. That's just the way I like to do it. Now, I had a little bit of trouble here at the fuel station. I couldn't seem to get the right button. And maybe now, there we go. Okay. Got that figured out. Now we can go. Always like to keep that fuel tank full to the top. Here we go. All right, let's go, boys. Now we're driving in a northern direction, and we're gonna go almost to the top of the map. Where we turn anything after where we turn is just a short little distance to the tunnel. That's all that's left. So you're pretty well at the north end of the map, and you're going to go left a little bit towards the west. That's a little ways to get there, but that's okay. This is the easy part of the drive, so enjoy it while you can, because when we go off-road it gets a little bit harder and a little bit dicey at times, but then that's what we've come to expect from SnowRunner. And that's the part that we enjoy, because we can always find a way to get around the dicey items. Anyhow, as we're turning the corner here, I do believe that our cross-country turnoff is just up ahead past, go a little bit further. We got to go over the bridge, and we got to go a little bit further. Just enjoying the drive of this wonderful game. When you see a bunch of water on the road, you don't see it yet, but right around the corner, oh man, I keep hoping. Now, as you can see, the black arrow and the yellow diamond has come on the screen, meaning that we are close to the drop-off point. Doesn't mean we're going to get there real quick. And there you go. Just up ahead there, you see all the water crossing the road. You know we got to turn left just before that. And just beyond that, you can't quite see it from here, but just beyond that turn up ahead is the tunnel. And the end of the map. Now when we're climbing up here, it's a little bit of a tight turn, so we're going to have to do a little jockeying back and forth, but that's okay. But we do got to get moving, because we can see that the sun is starting to go down and the day is almost over. I'd like to get this truck delivered before nightfall and get the first stage of this job finished under our belt. Now the Avenhorn's an awesome climber, and he just, when you put it into the high range of the low gear, he just seems to just chug on through almost anything you come up to. Now you do have to shift if you want to go in reverse, so you do have to kind of calculate your turns a little better than normal, I suppose. Otherwise you have to keep shifting back and forth. But like I said, you just point the Avenhorn in the direction that you want it to go, and he just chugs along. And the Royal BM is not a really heavy truck. Now, if you are having some difficulties, depending of course upon which truck you're using to pull the Royal BM, you can turn on the engine of the truck that you're winching. And by doing that, the motor of the other truck will help push and propel you through any tough areas. Now, I'm not having any difficult times here, so I'm not worried about turning the engine on and wasting more fuel. The only thing that I'm worried about when I'm driving cross country like this is every once in a while you're not quite sure where you got to go, where you got to turn, and there's a section coming up ahead that, there again, drive slow, take your time, and you will be able to stop yourself before you make a really big mistake and end up becoming a real problem. And that was what the case for me, just up ahead here, where I'm supposed to go around the corner to the left, and I was going to go straight, and I stopped just in time before I drove off about a 8-foot drop. So like I said, driving a little bit slower and taking your time can really pay off. Now we got to get through this little swampy area first, and just up ahead here, we got a little bit more of a swampy area coming. I see the Royal's taking a little bit of damage, but I mean, you can't help but when you're driving through this kind of area. Now right here, you would think it looks like you got to go straight, and that's what I was going to do, and you can't really see anything. Yeah, I thought you were supposed to go straight, and right here I could see the drop off, and I almost drove over the edge. That might not have worked out all that well for the Unterfeld, but we caught ourselves just in time. Like I said, go slow. Go slow, take your time. Now we got to try. The other thing that I always forget to do and never do quite often enough is when I do drive when the day is slowly fading away and the sun is going down and it's starting to get a little dusky, you can turn on your headlights. And I always forget to do that. Now I don't normally drive at night because I like driving during the day so I can see the game, because I think it's such a beautiful game and I love to be able to see all of it. But every once in a while you get a little bit of dusky driving. Now I could have turned my headlights on here already, and I don't know why I didn't, because I probably should have, because it would have looked even nicer. Now I do turn my headlights on in a second here, so you'll be able to see the difference, and I'm sure you've seen it on other videos from other people. It looks kind of cool. I just find it hard to drive with headlights when everything gets dark. It takes away from the game too much for me. Now the farm is just to our right here, and we're almost at the entry here. We're going to turn our headlights on right about in here. Boy, what a difference. We're going to try and think about that and remind ourselves every once in a while. Anyhow, this was an awesome video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back at Unterfeld Gaming real soon again. Until then, we've been doing the task round the bend in Unterfeld, Austria, driving the Avenhorn A15 and delivering a Royal BM17. With me as your driver, the Unterfeld.